Yeah. Hi, Suzette. Nice to be back with you talking about another losing strategy that our adaptive child uses, trying to get close to a partner or somebody that we're having some difficult communication with. And what I hear most, and I'm interested to hear your take on this from my clients, is why shouldn't I be able to take myself out when I'm feeling that the conversation is getting too heated? Which either, I'm standing there and I'm just feeling like a tsunami coming towards me and I'm silent, or why can't I actually physically leave the room if I'm
Well,
able to? Your
yeah,
thoughts?
there's responsible distance taking and then there's withdrawal. And I think responsible distance taking is I'm gonna, leave for until I can be centered enough to come back in. But withdrawal is not that. Withdrawal is irresponsible distance taking. It's not healthy distance taking. Maybe it goes on with no communication of when you're going to come back in and work on the issue or talk about the issue. So I think that's the biggest difference. It's okay to take a break, but are you doing it responsibly with communication that you're going to come back in and you do come back in?
So I love that. So what I hear myself saying to clients is that the subtext is I need to leave because I'm going to say something or do something that I'm going to regret later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling too overheated. And then what I sometimes suggest to clients is either to have a hand movement, the T, please, we need to stop right now, or if you're in a situation where you've got other people around, it could be a key word, pineapple. And then, as you say it so beautifully, having discussed this with my partner beforehand, the understanding is I'm going to leave for 20 minutes. And then I'll reconnect. So that reconnection might also be, hey, I'm not ready to come back into the conversation. I'm taking half a day or or another half an hour.
Yeah, yeah. And I think there's a lot of skill to responsible distance taking. And I think another thing that happens with withdrawal is sometimes people don't even engage in the conversation at all that might start the conflict. So it's complete conflict avoidance. They're not going to talk about relationship issues. There's just a wall there, like of non-engagement.
Right.
And I think that's another type of withdrawal that doesn't help. It doesn't help
I'm
create.
so pleased you highlighted that because people tend to come and say, either I'm in the marriage or in this relationship or I'm out. It's either or. And what you're highlighting is that there's an entire shade between that. So either I can disengage from a topic or an activity. I no longer will do the laundry in this household. Or I can, in fact, disengage from the entire relationship. But one does have, it's not black or white, one does have leverage along the way.
Yeah, I I agree. And I think just yeah, it can be like withdrawal can be emotional, it can be physical, sexual, mental. There's a lot of ways that we can kind of wall off from the relationship and disengage and not be pursuing connection. And that might be something we learned, that might be how our families did it, that might be how we protect ourselves, but it doesn't help the relationship. It's very damaging because then the other person feels rejected, abandoned, uncared for, and it activates all of their own reactivity to that, and it just gets so messy so fast.
Right. So, yeah, what you're saying is that it can also have an energy of nastiness or meanness, like
Mm-hmm.
you are not worthy of my connection with you.
It can,
And I'm
yeah.
going to withdraw, and you might have to creep your way back into connection with me. And
Mm-hmm.
that really doesn't give anybody, it might feel good in the moment, but in the long term, there's a cost to that kind of behavior.
Yeah, absolutely. We somehow think it's going to help get us more of what we want, but that's why losing strategies is they never help us get more of what we want, which might, whatever that might be, connection or consideration or um, closeness of any kind. It doesn't work.
Great. So, guys, Do it responsibly. Tell your partner when you'll be back. Reconnect. Tell them if you need more time. Don't just slam out the door. We'll be back with another losing strategy. Thanks, Suzette.
Thank you, Bev.